Of bugs is Roslynn back at you. And I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. We're all going through these different changes and may take you through a whirlwind of emotional roller coasters, but trust and believe when you finally get off the ride, you're going to understand the journey. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when your girl is about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative, give you good uplift or just good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated on all levels. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to in the background is really peaceful. Let me turn it up just a little bit. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. The music that I'm listening to in the background is called 528 Hertz. Destroy all negativity, raise positive vibration, cleanse your mind, body, soul meditation. And I'll post that link on the description box below. And the music, I mean, and the music, and the title of the video today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is the cave that you fear to enter, may hold the light you seek. And it's so true. A lot of times we don't want to risk things because we don't see what the future holds. And it's just like, I can understand that, but you have to understand, you have to allow yourself to look at it in a different way. If they're telling you to take a leap of faith, you're like, wait a minute, hold up, are you gonna catch me when I leap, or am I gonna fall flat on my face? And it's just like you jumping off of a cliff. And it's just like, as well as being a bird, you have to learn how to fly, some kind of way. You're not going to be able to understand the journey unless you take that chance. And a lot of times we don't want to do that. A lot of times people, shut things off because, like, wait a minute, hold up. I don't know where this turn is taking me, but that you tend to take, and just being able to trust the process that they're taking you to, it will be truly beneficial at times. I got to tell myself that as well. If I'm going to do it, I have to allow myself to psych myself out a certain way just to make me do certain things. As long as I do it and believe in what I'm achieving, you'll be good. And a lot of times, if you had, would you read a book if you knew everything that was going to happen into it? No. I mean, you might, but you already know how it's going to end. And it's just like with your journey, you're what are you going to learn if you know everything before you get to it? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be interesting. You're going to know where it takes you and all these different things, or when you're going to get blessings, the ones you're looking for, but you're not going to really get the benefit of learning along the way of your journey, learning new things, seeing things from a different way, allowing yourself to take a different perspective of how things are coming to you, being able to understand why those certain things had to take place in your life for you to get where you have to get. And a lot of times it get aggravating. Who wouldn't want their daggone dreams and their blessings that they want right now? But you have to understand they give them to you right now, and you didn't learn the lessons on how to maintain that. It's just gonna fall through, and the only person you're gonna be able to blame is yourself. And a lot of times we get mad about that, because it's like, I'm like, man, because I've had to do counseling with other people, and they're like, Rosalind, universe keeps sending me signs that I need to go do this, that, and the third, but I'm scared. And it's like, it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared, but this is where your faith comes in. And it's like, you have to be able to look at, like I said in the last video, you have to be able to look at your weaknesses and see where your weaknesses lies in the fact of their direction into you, you know, because when you're allowing yourself to be honest about the things truly good and well, that you need to heal on or you need to strengthen just to have everything. You have to be able to align yourself, seek balance into your life. Different situations are being placed for you and the benefit of you. And a lot of times we don't see it that way because it gets hard, it gets frustrating. Situations get very heavy to you. You're at wits end. You're wanting to give up, but it's not gonna let you give up. You get huff puff about it, get all mad, call everything, whatever it is in the most, blasphemous way. But then at the end of the day, when you see fit and all everything is going, you're only stopping yourself from getting blessings. It's like people like, I don't have a choice. You always have a choice. You have to take this adventure and not even knowing what kind of blessings you're going to get along that way. They're wanting you to go those ways for a reason. We fear when we can't see everything, playing you against your fears, but in a good way. It's like, well, they're scared of letting people get too close to them. They'll put you in a situation where you have no choice but to interact with other people, just for you to learn off of you learning off of them. When you have to allow yourself to see those things on how what they're trying to teach you throughout going towards that cave. And it's just like you don't know. It's just it can be very dark. But when you go like about 5 or 6 other feet, or 5 or 6 miles into that cave, you might have all the type of harems and all those, not harems, but jewels and diamonds and pearls and all that stuff down that path that you can truly be grateful for. And it's just like a lot of times, I have to allow myself, like I said, if you have to, when it comes to different things like that, the worst thing is failing. Okay. When you fail stuff, you gotta think in your head, if you give up, people gonna laugh at you. Sometimes you gotta psych yourself out to do stuff like that. It's like there is people out there, and it's true though. You shouldn't have to worry about what other people's perception is of you. But if it's gonna push you to do something more, it's like they're trying to see you suffer. Don't allow them to win that. Because there's a lot of times other people don't fail their dreams, so they are really not trying to see you do, part in that. But you have to allow yourself to know ego don't run nothing you do. So you have to allow yourself to go for what you know and what you don't know. Because you never know where those things are going to take you. There's a lot of things I don't stepped out of the zone of my comfort a few times, and then when I allowed myself to see what they were pushing me towards, because even when it was coming to interact with people, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to know about all that. So I love people, but I don't like dealing with them like that all the time. Because of the bad things I've encountered dealing with people like that. But then I allow myself to say, not everybody is like the ones that broke your heart. Not everybody is the one who, as soon as you turn around, they jabbed you in the back. Not everybody is like that. But those situations didn't have you like cut off people altogether. But it was like very, they're just wanting you to teach yourself. You have to be very selective about the things you speak on. When you see those certain red flags about certain things that these people might carry, you got to keep out for that, and allow yourself to part ways when it seems like you need to part ways from. I just tell people, it's like they come up with every excuse in the book about how come we haven't dealt, even though it was the type of person that we used to talk to every day, or we seen along with that. There are certain things that goes on that they may be going away and coming up with every excuse in the book about reason why y'all unconnected like that. You don't take that to heart. You know that was your blessing to be able to see that. Anytime it's just like that. Anytime you want to know where you stand with people, are they being genuine with you? Just wait a minute, or the truth will come out right when you least expect it. And it's just like I went through those things so much. I don't even I say, hey, I appreciate it. Your energy told on you, and I'm just glad me and your energy was like this. So I had to allow myself to do me and just keep moving and just pray for whatever they're trying to get towards their life. They'll be able to find it in their way. But I'm glad that I experienced a lot of things in my life, even when it was hurtful. I don't wish nothing bad on people. I feel like when you know how to be a friend and they didn't, there's sometimes you may not have known what a friend was, and they did. You had to learn your lesson just like they'll learn theirs. You have to keep doing you. The world will turn. My mom said, always told me, you weren't born in this this life with a whole bunch of people. You're not gonna leave this life with a whole bunch of people. And you have to just allow yourself to live it up. Because it is just like too many things out there you can explore. You can gain in your life. When you allow yourself to take that chance. And sometimes it's hard to do that, but then you have to allow yourself to see your surroundings and what situation are you in. If you're in a situation where you're okay out of your life, you're not enjoying what you do, it feels like you're being forced. When it allows you to feel like it's being forced and it's not you're doing it, but it's not something big. But if you're doing something and it's going to have a positive impact on your life, allow yourself to psych yourself out at times, and just bring up something you worse to hate that makes you want to go hard for something, and not in a negative way. But like I said, you have to sit up here and go for things knowing there'll be, I see, there are about 4 or 5, 10 people. They're just hoping and praying, you know, just allow them to talk, but they ain't gonna really be able to say too much when you're doing really good. And it's just like, it's like that sometimes. I see people that come back into my life and I'll have to laugh and then keep on moving. I'm like, I know what kind of damage you were trying to wreck shop and did that. Then you think I'm going to take you back? Because people feel like, at times when you're by yourself, they feel like you're desperate to bring somebody in your life. No, it ain't even about that. Some people are like that, and it's sad that you have to get validation from folks like that. But then it's just like, if I already know you wreck shop like in my life already want, or you tried to, you think I'm about to give you a second chance? No. But God bless you. But you're gonna keep moving this whole lot, but it ain't gonna be in the same direction. You have to, and you have to keep going and allow yourself to go against your fear. Allow yourself to go into that cave. You never know what kind of blessings you're going to get when you get within that cave. And I guarantee you, when you finally get to your destination that they were trying to bring you to, it's going to be that light that you've been needing this whole time. It's whole time, because it's like I tell you, I look back at certain things and how I used to do things in life, and I've trained, changed so much. People that used to be close to me, to see me now, and they're like, "Girl, what happened to you?" Life, truth, trauma, forgiveness, all these things I had to come to light with. And I mean, I have my shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I try not to keep harping in on, on missed opportunities. Everything happened to me for a reason. There's a lot of times I held guilt on things that I wish I could have did differently. But then it's okay, because I have people ask me, I bet, is there any times where you ever wish that, things were different? That's the only thing I wish was different, that I would have been able to connect with my father before his passing. But that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen for someone getting in, being able to understand. As the fact is, look at how many people I've met throughout the world. If I didn't go through this experience, I wouldn't be able to connect with people on that level, on that caliber, that we're all trying to get towards salvation. We all want to heal from things that's really been pressing towards our lives. We've really to have that peace in our heart as well as our mind, because you have endured so much trauma in your life. Because sometimes that pain can be your best friend, and you're really trying to allow yourself to be free of that. A lot of times we go through a lot of things and we have placed ourselves in cages and trying to feel like we can't get out of it, and not realizing that cage door is cracked wide open. It has to be you to take you out of that. We always feel like, is somebody going to come here and save me? Yeah, it is. But you got to look in the mirror for that one. That you is going to be you that's going to take you out of your sorrow. You are going to be that one that's going to uplift you. Yes, you're going to have positive reinforcements around you that you can see. At times you can feel, at times, or you just hear their voice. And it's just like all these changes I've been going through. It's been very hard, but I'm very proud of myself on how changes has taken place because of what I dealt with. It takes a lot for you to be like, what is it, night before or last night? I can't remember. My mom, I haven't seen my mom in my dreams in years. And I knew something. was very important for her to be able to see me in my dreams like that. I've been seeing a couple of other people that have, I've passed, but I didn't have a really strong connection with them in that way. They came in or whatever. But then it was just like, I felt very comforted. My mom just kept telling me how she's proud of me of the changes that I took place, and she never wanted this for me, but she knew it was something I had to go through, and I didn't want her to ever feel like I was mad at her for those things. I said, you couldn't change what happened. Your husband did what he did, and I had to do what I had to do, but I don't blame you. I don't blame him, and it took a long time for me to not have that anger in my heart for a long time. It was just like I'm glad I took that piece, a break that I took for the last 2 days, because it really had me go within myself. It was just like when you're trying your hardest to heal from things that's been placed on your life that you couldn't. It's hard to grasp the feeling that these people that you cared for would really be that evil towards you. But then I had to allow myself to say, you wanted to be able to help people. You said this, I said it in song when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I wanted to be able to help people and make people feel loved and make people feel happy. I just didn't know how I was going to be able to do that. And then being able to fulfill that, and much of a dark way, I wouldn't change that for the world. It's just like me interacting with people and just seeing the blessings they have within themselves of not standing in the way of their process, of their progress, allowing themselves to grow and heal from the things that has been placed on you, because it's not easy. It really isn't. But it's like when you're allowing yourself to go with the flow and allowing yourself to not try to control everything that is going on around you. And at times it's hard to do that, but you have to allow yourself to know that what is going to happen is going to happen. But if you're doing what you're supposed to, that's all that matters. At times we get scared about things, being protected, because it is just certain people don't come out of that. A lot of times when we see it, we pay attention to that one thing that we fear. We're not seeing everything that's going on around that what we fear, because we only pay attention to that thing because it scares the heck out of you. But a lot of times that's where your adrenaline comes into where if you really want to know how your life is going to be, you're going to have to be able to, everything is past that volume of vibration of fear. We don't realize that at times, you have things that you're terrified of, that you don't want to face, you don't want to admit, you don't want to come to terms with, because those are the things that really put you in your feelings, or these are the kind of things that brought up unwanted feelings that you're truly trying to run away from. But these are the things you have to be able to face. You have to come to terms with it, because you don't own that anymore. That situation, or whatever situation, you had to look at it straight on, and being able to find your truth, being able to find your strength within all that. It's always been there. You just had to go through some very tragic stuff just to be able to realize it's always been there. I always tell myself, as well as I tell other people, if you can be able to live and tell the things that you have survived, that good and well, there's a lot of people that shouldn't have been able to survive the things that we have been through. Average people wouldn't have been able to do that. You're being held as an example of just like, you see what this person has been through, and look at how their life has been better since they allowed themselves to walk and confront fear. Your monsters in your closets, your monsters on your bed, but those are the things you have to confront, just to be able to know you got that and some. You're strong. Because if you want, a lot of times it's hard to see us as being strong. We don't give us ourselves that credit. But just look at all the things you have overcome, on the things you didn't think you could overcome, but yet you did. Oh, you want your juice, Mama? You want your juice? Okay, y'all. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end this right now. I will talk to y'all in a few. Much love. Bye.